disappointing. It just smoked. Oh, there we go. Okay. First off, apologies for the tardiness of this video. I know I told a lot of people that I would have this review out as soon as possible. What happened is the original unit I got it on the day that it came out, but it was a defective unit. So I went to charge it, and the charging port would not take the cable because something had fell out like a pin, and it was impossible to charge. So I contacted Ellusionist support team. They told me to mail that one back to them, and they hooked me up with another unit. It finally came, so that is why this review has been delayed, and I apologize for that. I know a lot of people in the comments were kind of like, hey, where's the Pyro pen review? Well, that's why it took forever, is because the original unit I got was defective.
And let me tell you something, I'm still pretty fired up about it.
So with that being said, I wanted to give this Pyro pen, this released by Ellusionist, it's by Wilber. I wanted to give it a fair shot because, you know, a defective unit, that's horrible for a $75 product, but, you know, I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, see how the support team handled it. They handled it great, so shout out to the Ellusionist support team, and they hooked me up with another unit. So at no extra cost to me, like even the shipping, no extra cost to me. So what do you get when you receive this box? And it's a pretty cool box. It has like a description of what's going on in the back. Wireless frickin' fireball shooting pen, seriously, and then it just kind of talks about it a little bit. And then you have the Ellusionist labels on the sides. Yeah, it's not one of those magnetic flat boxes. It's just like a simple, take the top off and boom, there you are. Unlike the original Pyro one, which had that magnetic flap cover, which I really like that design. By the way, I have the original Pyro. If you guys would like a review of that, just let me know in the comments. I know it's really old, but I can still review it for you guys if you want. So what you get is a link to the tutorial. I'm not going to show the link. And then just a bunch of warnings about using this unit. You get the plunger / rolling paper tool hybrid device. I just call it the plunger. You will get a bottle of ink. Be very careful with this because it's very hard to get off if you can even get it out. And so when you're refilling the ink, which you will have to use because the ink does run out, just be very careful when using this. And then the Pyro pen itself, which it does write and it looks just like a regular Sharpie, only you may notice that instead it says shooter on it, and then it has the firing barrel. And what's really nice is there was a gimmicked Sharpie that came out years ago that had 6 of clubs written on it. Well, some of the thought that went into this pen is it has that 6 of clubs, so you can use it for reveal. And I can go over like a routine that might use it as reveal later on. But another thing that is pretty nice about this is it actually writes. So you can use it just like a regular Sharpie. There's this little protective rubber part right here, but if I take that out, you know, I could cap it just like a regular Sharpie and write. So it's basically like a James Bond tool. It will write. You get that extra reveal, and it shoots fireballs, which is really sweet. So like the routine that I'll just talk about it now that I thought of is you could force the 6 of clubs, and before you even get into the routine, you could have like maybe singed the back or put like a burn mark on it or something. You force the 6 of clubs, have them sign it, and maybe hide the back like with a double lift or something, and then you lose it in the middle somewhere. You shoot the Pyro pen at it. You spread the cards, you look for the one with the burnt back, turn it over, it's their signed 6 of clubs, and then you can do the reveal, which will finish the routine. So that's just an idea that I was playing around with that you could do with Pyro pen. What else that you get is beneath this stuff, you will get your charging unit because it doesn't run on batteries like the original Pyro. It uses USB charging, and it will give you the 2 prongs that your USB can plug into, so you can use it, plug it into a wall and charge as well. And you will get tweezers for cleaning, and this little brush thing here to clean it as well. So you get everything you need, as well as a little pouch of flash cotton, and I think it's about 6 to 10 sheets of flash paper, and they're pretty decent size. So that's what you'll receive for $75. You get all that. As far as a working unit, let's go into the pros. So the pros are, yes, it writes just like it says. You get that nice reveal. It doesn't require batteries. It's the most reliable of the Pyro family. So there's Pyro, Pyro Mini, and now Pyro Pen, and I think there was the Pyro Wallet or something like that. I haven't used the Pyro Wallet, so I can't speak on that, but this one is my favorite so far. It shoots in a straight line, which is nice. The original Pyro, it would maybe like shoot, then it kind of hiccup somewhere, or it would like fire in all these different directions, and it was kind of unreliable. This is a little bit more reliable in how it shoots. It has like a nice burst. You'll see it in some videos at the end of this video, how it looks in performance. So how the fire bursts look in the trailer is how it looks in person. So they did a good job with that. The fact that it looks just like a regular Sharpie, I think should be commended. Like the fact that they were able to fit a fireball shooter into this device, like that's amazing. That is so cool. It's just like something that James Bond would use. So the cons are, each time that I've tried to use it, the timing is off. So you'll turn on the unit by pressing this little button here. Oh, that's another plus, is that it doesn't require a remote to use. Like the original Pyro, you had to have this remote, and it, had to talk to the device on your wrist in order to shoot a fireball, which is a lot of the reason I think that my old Pyro unit doesn't work. Is maybe the communication might have some interference. This, it's right on the device itself. So you turn it on by holding this, and then there'll be a little blue light to let you know that it's on. And then you press the button again, and it's supposed to shoot 3 seconds after you press the button. However, the time fluctuations are crazy, and this is where we get into the cons. Is sometimes when I press the button, it just kind of smokes, and it'll just be like this stream of smoke that comes out. And another time is like I'll have to press it multiple times, nothing's happening, then 10 seconds later, boom, then it will shoot. So it does shoot, you just don't know when it's going to shoot. And that's why I don't recommend it for paid performances. Like I was kind of hoping that I could use this in paid gigs and in bigger shows, because there's this routine that I want to use with this clay figure where he holds a match, and I wanted to take my original Pyro unit and shoot a fireball at that match and set it on fire, but the original Pyro unit is too unreliable, so I was going to have this as a backup if the original Pyro didn't work, which is the case now that I've been using it. I could just say, oh, it didn't work, hold on, let me pull out my magic wand. Well, I don't have a magic wand, but I have a Sharpie. I could use it like a magic wand and use this as a backup. However, if I'm using it as a backup, it's not that reliable because the timing is off. Yes, it will shoot, but I don't want to be in the middle of a paid performance holding this thing at the match that I want to shoot, and just kind of standing there, and then people are going to notice the barrel and notice that something is up. So I don't recommend it for paid performances. I probably will use it just for fun performances, like if a friend has like one of their younger siblings or a kid has a birthday and they want me to show something, I might do that performance. And then if I'm awkwardly standing there, it's not going to be a hindrance to my brand. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to use this in paid performances, unfortunately. So with that being said, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 just because of how unreliable the timing is. And this is for a working unit. Of course, be careful. You might get a defective unit. I just want you to be aware of that. But the support team has been so great, and they will replace it. Yeah, I think if you're just looking to have fun and you don't really care about that awkwardness where it doesn't really flow into a good presentation, and you just want to have fun with a fireball shooter that also works as a Sharpie, go for it. I think you won't be disappointed in spending $75 in this. However, for the workers out there that are looking for something that is reliable and won't be at fault, I can't say that it's perfect. I don't know if all units work the way that this one does, but it's just too unreliable for when I need it to shoot. It's too much of a toss-up of when it will actually happen. So with that being said, I hope that these demonstration videos that I'm about to shoot. They're not live performances because it's freezing in Michigan right now, and there's no way I can actually shoot with random spectators on the street right now. These demonstration videos will kind of show you what you'll be getting, and yeah, if these reviews help you with your purchasing decisions, I hope that you'll give this video a like, subscribe, because there will be more reviews coming out and other content along the way. So yeah, thanks for watching. Alright, so this is the first, and I haven't shot this yet. This is my first initial test run of the Pyro pen. So I'm going to turn it on, hold for 3 seconds until it comes on. Okay, so it's got the blue light, which means it's on. Now let's test it. That was disappointing. It just smoked. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I don't know what happened there. Did it pick it up, the blast?
I don't know.
Alright, we'll rewatch it, but that was the first shot that we've tried of the Pyro pen. So, you know, this is the second unit I've got. The first one was defunct, but this one does fire. I can smell it. I'm gonna turn it off for safety reasons. When we were shooting outside, I hadn't had a lot of experience with it yet, so I'm kind of playing around with it. I kind of remember now from the tutorial that there's like a 3-second waiting period. Could be a little bit more sometimes. So I have it on. We're just gonna click the button, wait 3 seconds, and hopefully it'll shoot. Ah, disappointing. I'll click the button again. Okay. Whew. Let that be a lesson to you. If it's not firing, whatever you do, I'm going to turn it off. Now this is a teachable moment. Okay, it's off. Do not ever, when it's on and it hasn't fired yet, because I had to press it multiple times, look to see what's happening. Because that could shoot at your face. So be very careful when messing around with this thing. So yes, it has a little bit of hiccups with time and all that, which makes me a little bit nervous about using this in an actual paid performance. But be very careful.